Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Mission Matters. My name is Adam Torres, and if you'd like to apply to be a guest in the show, just head on over to missionmatters.com and click on Be Our Guest to Apply. All right, so today I have Dayton Miller on the line, and he's managing partner over at BFG Partners. And this episode is part of our CPG Convergence Conference, where we highlight and bring out people that are participating and attending the CPG Convergence Conference. And our tagline is where growth, capital, and innovation come together. For those of you that are newer to this series, that conference is taking place. It's coming up fast. Thursday, June 25th. It will be in Los Angeles, California. You can grab a ticket by looking in the show notes, and you're going to see a link there to our Luma calendar and Luma page. And again, come out and see us. I'll be there. We're going to be doing some live interviews, all that other good stuff. You'll be able to meet all the people that have the booths, everything else. Dayton will be there, so we're going to have a lot of fun. Dayton, welcome. I know that's a long intro, man, but we're trying to sell some tickets, get people there. What's going on? How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much. I can't wait for the event on the 25th as well.
Awesome. But let's see, just to get us started, let's go with BFG Partners. First off, just maybe tell us a little bit about the firm and what you do.
Sure. So BFG is an early stage investment firm. We're focused on businesses that are better for you or better for the planet. We like to partner with entrepreneurs who are looking to go after consumer packaged goods, whether that's in food, beverage, or personal care. We're a team of ex-entrepreneurs. We're passionate about consumer. We spent the last few decades both on the operating side as well as the investing side of CPG.
And you fill this in for me. I don't want to miss something, but it sounds to me like you started on the operations side, your talent grew, your time grew, and at some point you had this idea to move over to the investing side. Talk to me a little bit about that transition and how that took place.
For sure. Yeah. So I guess I officially transitioned over about 12 years or so ago now. Prior to that, I'd spent some time both in banking and consulting and then at the Walt Disney Company doing merger and acquisition work. I became an entrepreneur in the space. I had a health drink company that I built and ultimately sold. And at that point, we felt like it was just a great opportunity to kind of marry both the entrepreneurial experience that I received running that beverage company along with the analytical and quantitative experience I had in my previous lives at doing banking consulting. And thankfully, so far, so good.
What do you enjoy about this space so much? What keeps you in the game here? And I think it's super interesting that you had a product, you sold it, you moved on, and then you're like, you know what, I can probably help some others with along this. What keeps you interested in this space?
Yeah, I just think it's such an opportunity. What we like to call it is the undoing of food. And for the last 50...
Oh, hold on. What do you call that? Wait, say that again. The undoing. You can't just drop something like that and move on, man. Come on. What does that mean, the undoing of food?
Yeah, really for the last 60, 75 years, making food has been all about making more of it and making it fat and at a cheaper cost. And thankfully for the last 20 years or so, with the movement towards more natural and organic and really back to real food, we also like to say that the future of food is food. It's not packed or anything else. It's things that you can pronounce and it's ingredients that you recognize. And so we feel like we're still at the very early stages of that. And unfortunately, there's still a lot of work to do. And I think consumers are increasingly learning that and recognizing that they really are what they eat. And this is an opportunity to just satisfy that need.
Yeah, I like that. The future of food is food. You just went up on Twitter on Ask Adam Torres. That's great. I put the quote in there for you. The future of food is food. Oh, my gosh. That's so anti-AI. I know it's not. I love AI, but I'm just for those that get it, they get it. Oh, I love that. So taking this a step further, you mentioned the product side a bit. I'm curious about the entrepreneur side, like the actual people that you get to work with who have these. I'm always amazed. They got this idea. I don't care what it is, a coffee, a sauce, or this or that. And I'm just like, wow, how did you come up with this? And like how like the guts to try to make it on a shelf and to compete and do all these other things. Can you talk on like what it's like to work with these type of founders?
It's really wonderful. I feel really grateful to have the opportunity to do what we do. I think a lot of the companies and founders that we work with are building these businesses out of a need in their personal lives, and whether that's an autoimmune condition that is leading to sensitivity and inflammation to certain foods, or whether it's wanting your kids to eat better than you did, or really just kind of recognizing some other challenge, whether it's being on the go and consuming healthy. There's a lot of these kind of trends that we see, whether it's convenience or ingredients and products that kind of come together and having these entrepreneurs who are so passionate about building these products and businesses because it is satisfying a need in their own lives is really a blessing.
Yeah, super interesting there. So go a little bit further into maybe the company a bit. So where are your areas of focus as an investment firm?
Sure. We're focused on better for you. It's important to say that it doesn't necessarily have to be good for you. We're believers that better for you is not open to interpretation. Good for you is maybe a bit more subjective if someone is paleo or vegan or whatever it may be, but it has to be better for you or better for the planet. And then within that, we're focused on food, beverage, dietary supplements, and personal care consumer packaged goods products. So these are items that you would buy every day in a grocery store or a Target, and we try to identify these brands really early and support them in whatever way we can on their growth curve. Oftentimes, we'll discover a brand that's purely online, or maybe it's just getting into some of those emerging higher end retailers like an Erewhon or something. And then we partner with those companies at that time to make them omni-channel and available everywhere is our goal.
That's amazing. Hopefully speed up the progress for them to be able to help them get to the next level. It's awesome. Taking a little bit more of a macro view, how do you view the current early stage consumer investing landscape just in general? What are you seeing?
Yeah, I'd say overall, we characterize the market as more disciplined and ultimately healthier than it's been maybe in some times. I think the days of raising capital on a great story or purely for top line growth are largely behind us. And I think investors and entrepreneurs are looking for real consumer demand, strong unit economics, and repeat purchase behavior much earlier. So we're optimistic about kind of the current landscape. I think
it seems like it's on trend for what you're investing and what you're looking for, right? It seems like you're looking at that anyway, yeah?
For sure. Yeah. At the end of the day, you need to build a good business, and it sounds simple and it's
that
easier
does not
said
sound simple. Sorry. To you, maybe. No. That does not.
Yeah. Well, it's hard to do. It sounds simple, but it's hard to do. My goodness.
Yeah, I'll take that one. I'm going to timestamp this for us. We're recording this June 18th, so it's before the conference 2026. What excites you right now, whether it's a product category, type of product? We already covered maybe some of the trends, but I'm trying to be like a fly on the wall in your office. What are you excited about right now?
Yeah, I think what's really interesting is that there's just such an opportunity to reach consumers through new channels or relatively new channels, obviously social media being one of them. And then at the same time, whether you're talking about technology like AI or other agencies that have emerged on the distribution side, it really is easier than ever to launch a business. Now, while it might be easier than ever to launch a business, we feel it's just as hard, if not harder than it ever was, to truly scale a business. There's more noise out there than ever before. Competition for attention is never ending. And so it does take a lot to stand out. And if you spend your capital in the wrong way, I think you can quickly flame out. But we believe what I would call more the supply side dynamic changes combined with the consumer changes that we've touched on previously, just increased awareness, wanting to do better. Those are really coming together, and never before in kind of history have you been able to have a product at your fingertips quicker than today. And so it's really providing a lot of opportunities to build and grow and reach consumers.
Wonderful. Dayton, this has been a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to seeing you at the CPG Convergence Conference. If you're just tuning in, you don't got your ticket yet, get a ticket. The CPG Convergence Conference, where growth, capital, and innovation come together. It's going to be Thursday, June 25th in Los Angeles, California. There's a link in the show notes where you can click on it, buy a ticket, come out and hang out with myself and Dayton. And Dayton, if somebody wants to follow up, by the way, and if they want to learn more or connect with your team, how do they do that? How do they connect?
Yeah, so two easy ways. So the first is just bfgpartners.com, which is our website. There's a contact us there. And then the other more direct way is my email, which is dayton@bfgpartners.com. And yeah, thank you so much, Adam. I look forward to seeing you next week and meeting a lot of folks from the audience as well.
Wonderful. And for everybody listening, just so you know, we'll definitely put some links into the show notes so that you can check out Dayton and his team and also, of course, come to the conference. And speaking of the audience, if this is your first time with Mission Matters and you haven't done it yet, hit that subscribe or follow button. This is a daily show. You heard me correct. Each and every day, we're bringing you new content, new ideas, and hopefully new inspiration to help you along the way in your journey as well. So hit that subscribe or follow. And Dayton, thanks again for coming on.
Thank you, Adam. Really appreciate it.